Hello!
Well, howdy there. Good morrow, fair travelers.
Well, that really shows the fucking energy levels. Hello! Howdy there.
Well, no, I was trying to be what's his
Stupid?
No, I was trying to be Val Kilmer from Tombstone. He plays Doc Holliday, and he's got a little transatlantic accent for you, and he's real quick with a gun and quick with his wits. And I was trying to do that because we're like, it's nice sunny day. It's like we're on a porch, like we're sitting in a nice country south, nice cup of iced tea to cool down your throat. Even though this is
it's vodka soda.
This is vodka soda.
Yeah, fucking iced
That's
tea
the
and shit.
California iced tea. It's vodka soda.
No, it's Long Island.
No, that's the Long Island iced tea. You fucking idiot.
I know.
Hopefully you can't hear these birds too much. You know, they are quite
No,
loud.
you can hear them.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
outside today, guys, and
Yeah.
there's some birds by this tree that are fucking loud.
Yeah, no, but that's a nice.
I might scare them away in a
Whatever
second.
national ambiance, just scream at them.
Well,
I don't know if
yeah,
that'll work. Just come back around.
They're so loud. But anyways, how are you, Nick?
It happens.
What's
That's
going
nature.
on?
I'm doing pretty good. See, now they stopped. They heard, well, for the most part. I'm doing pretty all right. I started Metroid
Fusion?
Metroid Fusion came to the Game Boy thing on the Switch. Started playing that. It's not bad. My fucking Joy-Cons, of course, are original, so I got them with my Switch. So
They had that stick drift.
not even that my
sticky?
my controller has drift, and also my controller's a battery one, so I can't connect it. So that's another layer of shittiness. So I gotta get a new hand controller. And also, yeah, the buttons are a little sticky, so I can't mash up my shots, and sometimes it'll be a charging when I don't want it to be a charging, and that's also very annoying. But it's not a bad game.
Well,
Yeah,
I know
it's
what I'm
pretty fun
getting
so
you.
far.
I know what I'm getting you for your birthday.
Yeah,
A Good Switch controller.
I'm just gonna get some. Yeah, just get like a pro controller, like the one of the black ones, like in charge.
They're so
on it that
good.
doesn't need fucking batteries.
They're so good.
That was.
But I had Legend of Zelda one too, that battery one at first.
Oh yeah,
too.
but fuck that.
They suck.
Yeah,
It didn't help that I dropped it because it was actually good.
Yeah.
But then, like, I would drop it and they're really flimsy.
They're really
and
light, and yeah, and
They look cool as shit though.
Yeah, they got cool designs on them.
But
And that was one of the shittiest things about, like, I don't know. I didn't have a PS3, so I don't know if you could charge those controllers. But
I think so.
probably. But the 360 controllers, the first ones that they came out with them, it was also 2 AA's, and that was fucking bullshit. Until eventually you get the chargeable packs. But even those, it was fucking just not break. It just wouldn't hold as much of a charge after a while.
I went through a lot of batteries with my brother's Xbox 360 controllers until we actually got the power packs to charge them.
Yeah, I went through tons of batteries too until I got the same thing. I got the little tray, the little dock you put them in and charge them and shit. Yeah,
that was cool.
Yeah.
I remember when we were in high school and I'd come hang out with you and I'd see that. I'm like, oh, he's got the charger stand. That's cool. Do you remember, since we're talking about that, do you remember that time when we got out early one day and when we walked back to your house and we hung out and played Yu-Gi-Oh? But you weren't into it yet. But I had my deck, so we split it in half and we were just playing it that way. Do you remember that?
I remember that. I don't remember walking back home. We walked all the way here?
Yeah.
I remember doing that with Omar after like the SATs or some shit.
Oh.
I don't remember doing it with you though. When was that?
Wow. Maybe when we were sophomores?
Jeez, right. So yeah, no fucking way. It must have been cool then. So it must have not been hot as fuck.
It was fun. Well, probably was.
It's
But
probably-
then again, I
it's
was like 280, so I was probably sweating bullets either way. But
Oh yeah, same. Well, when you walk in, it's like a 45.
Oh,
minute fucking
same.
walk.
Shut the fuck. Yeah, same. Fat 280, sweating bullets.
Well, no, just sweating a bunch.
Yeah, I know, you
already
always sweat a
it's
lot.
a 45-minute walk, direct sunlight. Oh, Jesus,
God damn. 45 minutes?
Yeah, it's about 45 minutes. I did it a couple times. It's about there.
Oh,
Maybe I just walked.
Motherfucker.
Damn, you hate to
Can't
see
keep
it.
fucking anything on anything.
Yeah, I
This
feel it.
fucking shit keeps
I
fucking
feel
falling
that.
everywhere. It's like my fucking life torn in two pieces and hitting the ground hard.
It's just falling apart.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, but unless I was just like walking slow, or I was vibing, I was listening to music and shit, I was hanging out, not walking particularly fast, but I had a backpack on too, so that was probably hampering me. Now that we're older, we could probably do that in half an hour.
We're more degenerates,
Exactly.
Damn, I chipped the bottom. That sucks.
Well, you should see my red one. It's fucking the bottom is all scratched. The
fuck
light
you.
doesn't
How
turn
about
on as
that?
much. Gotcha. Next
just
up, when
kidding.
you get sick of that one, let's go to the Sissy store. You can get a blue one.
I'm gonna get a fat one. That's what I want. I want one of those fat ones. That's what I want. That's what I like. But yeah, I mean, what were we talking about?
His childhood. When we walked back
I was
here.
so much of a degenerate when that pen fell. I lunged for it like if it was my dad falling off a cliff or something.
Exactly. And you would have caught that before your dad.
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, it's lighter, you know.
Exactly. And he's old. He's past his prime. You know.
Yeah, it's about time to get a new
He's
one
lived a full life. This weed pen can still give you much more years of use.
and enjoyment.
Exactly.
Clip it. No.
Yeah.
No, my dad's a saint. I love him. Well, I do love him, but
Do you really?
I do.
I don't believe you.
Well, he's a bit of an asshole sometimes, sure, but like
Well, that's everyone. That's
eh,
just
well.
people in general. There's some more than others.
So definitely a lot more than others, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm like that guy right there. You guys can't see it, but maybe Nick will put a picture right here of that Mexican statue right there.
This little dude taking a siesta.
Yeah, a little siesta, catching rainwater in his hat.
Yeah, man. Then take a sip out of it afterwards. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Lots and lots of things. You know?
Yeah. I should have talked about it earlier, but I've since forgotten it. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, I remember
well,
that, but nah.
That's what happens when you're drunk. No.
That's what happens when you have a shitty, terrible garbage memory like I do.
Well, it's all the weed you smoke, but
Yeah, and also just whatever the fuck else is going on up here. You know.
oh yeah,
who's to
but
say?
that's besides the point. I understand that.
Yeah. I got back into Devil May Cry. I started playing DMC1 again. Haven't beaten it yet. but
Holy
I-
shit! How
I
far
should.
are you?
I don't fucking not too far, honestly. Like I think less than half. Like mission 6 or 7, maybe 8.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was like 23. So
That's still pretty
Yeah.
good.
yeah, and some are longer than others, shorter than others. But yeah, it's a great game. It's
Nice.
Devil May Cry is a great action game franchise. It's crazy that it came about as sort of a beta to Resident Evil 4.
Right.
Yeah, did you know that?
I heard. I did hear about that a while ago, but it was just like a headline that I saw in an article. I was like, oh, that's interesting, and I just kept going.
Yeah, it was.
But I mean, I can see it. I mean, it's kind of same like, especially in the first one, that same like a mechanic-y kind of style, just walking around, you know, kind of blocky.
Yeah, camera angles.
Yeah.
Fixed camera angles. Yeah, I think Hideki Kamiya did it, directed it. He was like, do it sort of like this. He was making it sort of like an action type of game, and then they were like, this isn't really Resident Evil, so he made it his own thing, and that was Devil May Cry. And then Resident Evil 4 came out, and that was its own fucking thing. And
Was Resident Evil 4 the first one that actually had like third person over the shoulder shooting?
yes,
Okay. In any game, right? I would assume
I
so.
don't think any game, but definitely Resident Evil.
Well, were there other stuff before that you could think that was like that over the shoulder shooting?
Yeah, probably shit you could do on like PC at the time, or just like other fucking shit on Xbox and PS2. Yeah,
No.
yeah, fucking.
Because it was
Star Wars
2000.
Battlefront.
It was 2004
Battlefront 2,
when that shit came
You
out.
can do fucking over the shoulder.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you 100% can.
No, it's only
First person? No, it's not.
Yeah, it's first
Battlefront 2 on
person.
the PS2.
No, you're right. Yeah, now
you know
I'm
how
thinking
I know,
about
right?
yeah.
Because when they found out,
Yeah.
oh, you can do first person, and it sucked, and I hated it. I switched right back to third person.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love first
I
person.
much prefer the third. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because that's what I played growing up, so I was just more comfortable
When I-
with it at the time.
That's
but-
fair. I like doing a switch between like if I'm playing like the troopers or the guys with just the pistols and the rifles. I do first person for that. But when I play a Jedi or someone with the lightsaber and everything, that's third person.
Oh, can you do first person with them? With the
I
Jedi?
don't know. I mean, probably. I don't remember.
That would be crazy.
I have it on my
I don't even
Xbox
know, I
One.
don't know how that would work.
I have it on my Xbox One.
With the jumping and the flips, I don't know. That sounds
Probably not.
that sounds
then.
awful.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, it might start you. Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool though.
Shh,
I don't
maybe.
know though. Let's find out right here. Great. All right. I don't know.
I remember. Do you remember the little song called
Little Diddy.
yeah,
I was
Little-
about to say, but who's that? Is that that's not an actual person,
No,
right?
it's not P. Diddy. It's
Dude,
Little Diddy.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
my rapper name coming out, guys.
Lil
Dropping my
Diddy?
hot mixtape, Little Diddy,
Damn.
Little D.
Not Little Diddy, but it was a little ditty called the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny.
Where was that at? Like
Just on
game?
YouTube. Nah, it was a song. It was a little.
Okay.
You don't know. I might have showed you. But you don't remember the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny?
It's been a while,
Fuck.
maybe.
I'll play the whole thing up in the top corner right here. I'll put it real small and just play the entire thing in the top corner. No audio, but it'll play right there until it's done. But
Okay.
it was what it said on the tin. It was the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny, and it starts with Godzilla walking around, and then Scruff McGruff the crime dog comes out and beats him up, and then it devolves this whole thing where it's like Abraham Lincoln's there fighting, and then Indiana Jones whips him and grabs his thing, and then Batman throws a boomerang, and Superman's there, and the Teletubbies, and the Blue Meanie from the Beatles, and the Power Rangers, and it's the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny.
Do you hear that? Your voice when you were talking in that second, that spot where you were, it was just like I could hear it just echoing throughout, bouncing around here. I was like, I hear you talking. I heard, "Woom, woom." I was like, whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, I can hear it too. I can hear when I'm talking. I can hear when you're talking. It's the reverberations. Hopefully,
Oh,
it's
gonna be
it doesn't sound
shitty
like
for the
shit.
audio. No, it's gonna be so shitty for this audio.
We'll see what happens. But
Yeah,
if you
well,
know,
I mean, yeah, we're
worst
already
comes to
like,
worst. Well,
we'll still post it, but
yeah,
I'll do my best to
that.
clean up.
You won't use that for sure because that'll sound real fucking terrible.
Yeah, no, I'll do my best to clean it up if it's bad, but it should be all right.
We'll see what happens.
But yeah, we'll find out. If it's another bad one, you can blame us. We just thought this would be a nice spot.
Yeah, and if anyone actually watches this and cares that much, thank you. And let us know in the comments because we don't ever get comments unless it's probably random people watching our shit be like, "You're stupid.
Dude, yeah, so fucking dumb.
You're Obama and Biden."
Yeah, some guy commented that.
Comment.
Fucking, you guys, this is basically a let's play of Obama and Biden playing Fallout. I'm like, all right, well, we didn't get political whatsoever during this, but you know,
he was just talking about like how they have those like AI voice or those fake deep fake voices now of like Biden and Trump debating like Borderlands.
Oh, I see.
That's what they were talking about.
Is that a good thing? Is that a nice compliment then?
I mean, probably because those videos are fucking funny.
Yeah, I would imagine, right?
So I hope so.
I guess that's like an indirect way of saying, like, yeah, you guys are kind of funny, right?
Yeah,
I guess so.
I hope.
I hope. Shit, I hope so.
I hope so.
Fuck.
Unless he's just referring to the Obama and Biden 2008 to 2016 presidential campaign.
Oh yeah,
which also pretty good, debatably. A lot of Iraqis killed with
those drone strikes.
But besides that
was my favorite part.
I think we killed Bin Laden in 2009. So that was during Obama.
Was it 2009?
I fucking think so. Maybe it was like 2010, 2011. It was.
No.
I remember.
You know what? It probably was 2009.
I was in middle school. I'm pretty sure. So sometime. Around.
Put the date somewhere right here by my foot.
Yeah, when was Osama killed? Man.
I think so, probably because it was definitely not 2010.
Who knows? I remember Michael Jackson died. No. It wasn't 2009 because that's when Michael Jackson died. I think Osama was like 2011.
No.
I mean, why can't you look it up? You got.
All right, I'll fucking look it up.
We don't gotta wait. We can tell
I guess
right
so.
Now.
Yeah, we can tell him right now.
Also, we'll know. So we're not just wondering for the rest of the podcast.
Yeah, we're just like, no, that's not true. That'd be funny though.
It's crazy how you can just live through just historical moments. Just like, when did that happen? I guess it's not like we're in an age where people's attention is divided a lot more by like fucking technology and just other random bullshit going on that we don't.
Well, Nick, but our grandparents and our parents have always lived through history. We're always going to live through history. They lived through.
I mean that just we don't remember it as clearly as they do. When.
Oh yeah, well, because they lived through it. We didn't,
Well, we lived through fucking Osama bin Laden being killed. It was at some point within.
Well, yes, but like
we just don't remember when it was. But it's like but if you think about back then, that they had less distraction. That's why memory was better back then.
Right.
Because general mental fucking health was better. To some degree.
Dang, hot mom, what's up?
It'd be funny if you heard you.
I know.
Oh man. Yeah, but who knows? When was Osama killed? You son of a bitch.
Fuck you. Don't call me a bitch.
Bring back to the real issues.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, hang
shit.
on. The fucking Russia's coming now, so we gotta wait for them to pass by.
Gotta wait for the Air Force. Those goddamn fucking hospital helicopters airlifting people to fucking get life-saving operations. Fuck
or those
them.
guys that get lost in the fucking mountains and shit hiking because they go off the trail.
Or they go at night. And they're just like, I can't see. Oh, it's like, what the fuck did you expect you went up at 5 p.m., you idiot?
I literally don't understand how people are so fucking stupid. But that's besides the point. The point is, Bin Laden was killed. I'm sorry, Osama bin Laden was killed.
Put some respect on his name.
Exactly, a little more than he already had. May 2nd, 2011.
2011.
He was 54 years old, and his birthday was March 10, 1957. So his birthday.
Mario Day.
His birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday, Bin Laden!
Woo!
Happy belated
cheers
Bin Laden.
to you beautiful bastard.
Happy belated Bin Laden birthday.
Quote it. Quote it. Clip
Cheers.
Clip it.
Okay, you need a hit. Oh, Jesus Christ.
So when's his holiday coming out?
Osama Day?
Yeah.
Bin Laden Day, or should we just shorten it to Laden?
You know,
Day?
that's probably why I got out of work early yesterday, because it's Bin Laden Day.
Your boss was like, you know what? It's the season.
We did a one for the team. You guys can take off.
Exactly. Bin Laden died. So you can leave work early. He's like a shittier version of Jesus, but only a little bit. He's only a little shittier. Bin Laden, Jesus.
God.
It's like right there.
That's so good. That's a bit you got to talk about. Write that down. That's so
Well,
good.
it's because you had the day off.
Well, yeah, but that's funny. That works.
In the situation, it's funny.
Well, I mean,
In the context, you people, it's only funny because we're here right now with you fine savages.
I wish Bin Laden was here.
Yeah, he'd be able to get us out of this current fiasco.
Here, Bin Laden, take a hit. Right here, buddy, just for me. I hope you enjoyed that.
Do you think if we were still, if Bin Laden was still alive,
and well,
and we were still fighting the more serious war in Iraq, do you think we would be in the current political and social climate we're in right now?
Yeah, well, that's hard to tell. I mean, because even then, like, the assassination of Bin Laden kind of helped. You know, because the Taliban is still
thriving, better than ever.
Exactly, even more so than 2011.
But here's the thing: a lot of them are like, "Yeah, now we don't know what to do," because they spent their whole lives training to be like these fucking killers and soldiers, and now they got it. Now they're just hanging out, watching movies, working out on American exercise equipment they don't know how to use, and a lot of them are just like, "Yeah, I was having more fun during the jihad."
Look here. It's like with anything that you see. You work hard for it in the beginning to get to a place where you're comfortable like that. Just look at the Kardashians. They're fucking butt ugly as shit now. Now you know that they got.
No, they used to be like normal and kind of
exactly normal. Some of them were kind of ugly, but now I mean look at it. They danced on stripper poles and did whatever they had to do to get to this point where they have all this money so they can live a life of luxury. It's the same thing as the Taliban.
Exactly.
You work hard for what you want.
Yeah, it's pretty good estimate. Look up to your idols. George, what's it? Mark, who made Microsoft?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, the Kardashians, the Taliban, all equal in their success.
Exactly. Doesn't matter from where you start, as long as you work hard, you'll get there.
And however happy you are at the end, well, that's just on fucking you. That's based on your own poor decisions.
And there's always going to be haters. Like, come on.
Yeah, like America.
Exactly. What the fuck is up with that country?
Western civilization as a whole.
Yeah.
Who needs it?
Eastern Europe, but that's a whole.
We got the Bible, but not that Bible. They got their own Bible.
Amen to that, brother.
Amen. Praise Allah.
L'chaim.
L'chaim. Bring it all in. Happy Kwanzaa.
Bring it all. Happy Kwanzaa. I got a Jewish friend. It's all right.
Yeah, I can say that.
No, we can say L'chaim.
I have a friend in the Taliban. I can say those things.
Exactly.
What have you been up to? We started with me in Metroid Fusion, and then we kind of went off the rails there for a moment.
That was fun. That was great.
Yeah, I feel like I left during a point, but we've been sitting here the whole time.
But it was so good. Oh, dude, these podcasts are getting a hell of a lot better.
I fucking hope so. I sure should hope so.
Oh, that's so much good footage right there for clips. Oh shit! Now I'm talking about I gotta download that podcast when I get home. The recent one. Check it out in the garage.
What, yesterday? Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, I forgot to do
yesterday
that.
Yesterday in the dead of night. You can do it right now.
No.
Oh, okay.
I can't do it off my phone.
Oh, okay. Oh, you have to do it on your.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But what have I been up to? Back to the real question. Put it all together. I've been well, this week has been a pretty good week. Same grinds that we've been doing, recording,
good
posting,
week for sports.
You know, trying to do what we've been doing. We had an open mic Friday.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Right, Thursday. We did that.
Went decent. Shorts are out for it right now.
Check it out.
Live right now.
I'll talk about Alec Baldwin and Nick criticizes our humanity.
Yeah, it's not great.
Well, no, it's fine.
Neither are great. No, I meant humanity or Alec Baldwin.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah, and also the shorts themselves and the comedy. None of it's great.
No,
the premises, the concepts, the material itself, all bad. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're trying.
Yeah, usually try as you might,
We're
exactly. It's all
we do what we want, and we like to have fun and be funny.
Exactly.
So.
We do what we want, and we take what we need.
You know what? What else have I been doing lately? Besides that, just practicing. Living life. Other things have been going on, but that's okay. That's just
Exactly,
life.
exactly. Writing any new music lately? Or just practicing the same old
No, I've
shit?
been always writing, but
Oh, that's
I've
good at
been writing
least.
songs. But I think I landed on 2 songs that I think I actually have like something really good from them. So I'm just focusing on those 2 right now.
Nice, nice.
Figuring out a guitar solo for one,
Ooh,
figuring out the
look at
next thing for
you.
another, and then might go and so
Record
but
that
I'm
shit.
that, and I've been thinking of I have a version in my head of Across the Universe from the Beatles.
I have not heard that. I'll have to listen to that at some point.
I might do a version of that because I have an idea in my head of what I think I could do. Because
All
it would
right.
sound, I think it would be kind of cool, and I think it would fit the vibe of the other stuff.
Add a trumpet solo in there somewhere.
I don't
Give it
know.
give it your own personal
I know
personal
for sure
flair.
piano,
All right.
but I haven't thought about anything for trumpet yet. But probably, I mean, I usually like to incorporate it somehow. I'll figure it out. But yeah, I think I'm looking on doing those 3. So maybe sometime this year, some more of the Big C's music will be out.
Good shit. Good shit. Yeah, you haven't recorded anything in a while. But that's you need a break
I did a
sometimes. You know.
lot.
You
I did 2
fucking
EPs and an album.
you did. That's
And
pretty
I did
fucking
it
crazy.
within a year, and it was probably the worst idea I could have done because I probably could have taken much more time with things. But
But it
you
came
know,
out well.
I mean, for barely doing it, sure.
So, I mean, it's more than a lot of other fucking people do.
I made $7,
So far, you got to say it somewhere.
so that's fun.
It's great. So, did you get all at once, or is that total? I'm
No,
pretty
this
sure
has
that's
been
you
since
is.
it's been out. Everything.
Okay. Did you remember?
You make very little.
Do you
You
remember
don't make a.
what increments you got then was like 2 cents and then
Well,
two
I remember
cents the
when
next
my
month
first
or
EP came out. That was since I was
album or the
brand
EP?
new. The first EP,
Oh,
my
the
world.
EP. Okay,
When
yes.
that came out, that
Oh
was
yeah.
that was obviously brand new. So I got like a lot of a little more clicks and views right away. So like I think instantly from that I made like $3. But then over time with
Okay.
everything else coming out, it was just little by little. So I made like
Like
$7 so
was
far.
like a paycheck where you get like every month you
No,
give you
I have an
like
account. I can see it
oh, and
there.
they just load it in whenever.
Yeah, but I'm not even taking anything out. It's $7 fucking dollars. Why the fuck would I take it out?
No. I'm just imagining just getting a check. Like that happens with royalties though, for like people in like movies and shit. Imagine getting a royalty check for like 2 cents for someone playing your song on Spotify. That sounds really funny to me. It's like what do you do with this? It's like those vouchers at the casino at the end of the night. It's like, well, I have a 12-cent voucher. What the fuck am I gonna? Might as well just leave it here. And that's people like us come along, and then finally be like, yeah, 12 cents.
Dude, I'm sorry. I zoned out throughout that whole thing you're saying.
Yeah,
I was
it's
just
fine.
looking at this and I was thinking about it. I'm like, man, that's a good point. Not because we were talking about it. I'm like, oh man, thinking about it. And yeah, I'm also very high. This is vibing all right.
Yeah, it's
I'll tell you
a
that.
little warm out here. Not too good.
It's
for our
beautiful
pens.
outside.
Oh yeah, 100%.
This is a good day to enjoy because everything looks so nice and colorful now since the high's
Yeah,
coming in.
I'm probably gonna tan later since the fucking sun is out. I couldn't do
Nick's
that
been
shit
getting
yesterday.
tan, guys. He's turned
I've-
into a brown boy.
Being a white colonizer piece of shit isn't the greatest thing in today's climate.
Well, I mean,
And also, I just want to look hot, and tan is hotter than pasty.
it's in right now.
Tan is hotter than pasty farmer's tan, where I'm tan up to my elbow, and then all this is it's like I'm wearing a t-shirt even when I'm not. It's not great.
It's pretty high.
So I want to not do that. So
Yeah, you're looking like you had a vest on, but it was your skin because it
Exactly.
was wider than you.
exactly because I started with rolling up my sleeves, and then I am, and then all my arms were tan, and then just this was white. I'm like, okay, now I guess I'm going shirtless, and then you want my shorts. Now just my crotchal region. That's
Well, yeah, but that's something.
yeah.
You know.
I'm not going to be worried about that. 'Cause that's,
No.
not
Unless you're here one day by yourself, then hey,
even
if you
then,
want to tan naked,
even then I
I'll
will
do it.
not. 'Cause
I'll do it.
That's a sensitive area, I don't want to.
I'll fucking do it.
Maybe-
If I ever get my own place,
like-
I'll tan
Maybe
outside
like 20
naked.
minutes.
Why
Then-
not?
Well, my
I'll go
buns-
swimming if I had a
my-
pool
my
naked and no
buns-
one was home. I'll do it.
Well, yeah, but that's. I think swimming does make the sunlight worse, right? Because it's kind of like reflecting through the water, and it's like a reflective surface. 'Cause
I don't know.
I know whenever I'm swimming, sometimes I get like a sunburn, like on my eyebrows, like my head and face, because I'm like under the water, I'm looking up and shit. I don't know. A
I
smarter
don't
man
know.
than I will know.
I really want a pool because I love swimming. Like honestly, like I tell you before, I don't know if I've said it here, but if I had a pool, like a nice size like the one you have here, dude, I'd be swimming every day. That'd be one way for sure that I know I would always get exercise doing
yeah,
that. I
100%.
love swimming. Fucking love
Yeah,
it. I
it's
love
alright.
water. I don't know why. I'm just so attracted to it. I really like swimming in and everything. But I hate going to the beach because I always get fucking sunburned really bad.
Yeah, that's
But
what
I
I'm
like
saying,
pools.
shit.
I never get sunburned here. Maybe a little toasty, but I'm fine.
Exactly.
A little sunscreen and lotion does the job well.
Exactly.
Especially when you jack off. That's
Oh yeah.
that
100%.
sunscreen lotion combo. You know, it stings a little bit, but you know that SPF is really good for fapping because it gives
Exactly.
that nice friction, a little more friction than
Exactly.
lotion.
And it stings in a little bit of a good way.
Oh yeah,
You know.
especially when I
But
just
teach their own.
grab a little dollop and put it right on the tip of
Yeah,
my,
it's right.
you know.
Yeah, you know.
No, that's the best.
Yeah.
Then I put a sock over it and get all that cotton in there. That's the best part.
Nice Hanes.
Some nice Hanes, fucking Klein if I'm really feeling fancy.
Your nice Calvin Kleins.
My
Like
nice Calvin
your nice
Kleins.
purple silk socks.
Yeah, dude, fuck yeah. Silk. I've come in some silk shit before. I've done it. I'll admit to it.
Man,
I had a handkerchief one time that I got.
silk from
It
your
was
grandmother.
silk. No.
From your uncle's
Shit,
death.
I wish it was from my grandmother. That'd be high. But no. No. But I bought one because I thought it was cool, and I was just like, oh, this is really soft, and I was just like rubbing it around on my arms and like looking at it, like, oh, this is cool, and then it was just like,
You were just like, yeah, this is nice. Yeah, this is a good purchase. I really make a good. Oh.
dude, I mean, that's honestly, yeah, I jack off in socks. I'll be honest, I do it. I need to get more silk shit. It feels good. It's nice.
Yeah, man.
See why people do it.
Each their own. As long as you fucking. Do you have like one group size? Like, these are my socks I wear, and these are the socks I check off into.
Well, look, man, they all get washed either way.
Yeah, man. To each their own.
But there's specific ones that I use that I don't wear because I'm like, oh yeah, those are the ones that you know. And then when I run out of those, I'm just like, well,
these are the high thread count. I want to save these. These are for walking. These socks are made for walking.
Look,
and that's just what I'll do.
I'm a degenerate. I'll be honest. I fucking love jacking off into socks. It's how I've always been. You know.
That's funny.
I gotta write that down. Write that down.
That is a good bit. It's like, does anyone actually jack off into socks? Or is that just me? And then you can finish up with that, you know. Nice little delayed punch. Jeez. There's some buzzing going on out there. I don't think
I love it.
They had a drone or a fucking what? If they were taking some naughty pictures of the neighborhood hotties, who's to say? But
dude,
know, more power to them.
I like to take pictures of my hot neighbors. I'll admit it. I got a nice 4HD camera. No.
I used to just all in black, go on the cover of night, just try to sneak a peek between the blinds.
No. God, you know, there's people in this world who actually do that.
Yeah.
And please stop. Why?
Stop it.
People need
Get some
privacy, you know? You fucking invading and all this shit. Like, get the fuck out of here.
You think a large portion of them are our viewers?
Perverts?
Exactly.
No, I'd hope not. If you guys are a pervert, comment down below. I'd like to see that.
I'm a pervert.
Yeah, I'm a pervert and a nice winky face, you know. Then I'll know. Be like, yep, that guy probably spies on his neighbors.
I think it's like, well, I don't know. What's it, psychopaths? I think it's like 1 in 100 people.
And I'm one of them.
Or something's a psychopath? Jesus. Something's happening.
I think someone's cutting something or something. But at least the birds calmed down for a fucking good minute.
Maybe a drone. Who knows? It was like a giant bug. It was like
It was a bee-sized dog that was just flying around fast as shit.
A bee-sized dog. So dog the size of a bee.
No, I mean
yeah, dog-sized bee.
Yeah, dog-sized bee. Yeah, for the dog, I'm talking about like a pug, you know. That's a big-ass bee right there.
Mastiff.
No, dude, imagine if bees were as big as pugs and they were flying around as fast as they were. Dude, you need a baseball bat when you fucking walk outside and shit. Oh my god, that'd be fucking nuts.
Timmy, don't forget your bee gun before you go outside.
Okay, Dad.
Oh no, the bees. It'll be like that shitty movie.
Pixel?
Yes. Yeah, not that shitty movie. Like Birdemic.
The fuck is that?
Birdemic is.
Is it like Sharknado?
No.
Oh, Birdemic. So it's a bird pandemic.
But it's also just terrible. It's a little bit. I think came out like 2011. Oh yeah, there's a drone over there. Those fuckers. It came out like 2011, and it's just like a major. It's just like a movie about birds that attack people, similar to Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, and the whole thing is like thinly veiled, nature conservation. Preaching now. The whole scenes where people were talking, it's like the fossil fuels that we're burning and sending into the air, it's causing the birds to do. And there's exposition about just like how terrible we're doing to the environment. And there's like 3 of them at this point. And I think the director
3.
Yeah, but I think the director is at a point where he's like self-aware, so he's still putting in those nature messages in there. He's probably somewhat serious about them, but he's like self-aware where it's like, oh, I'm purposely making. Because the graphics for the birds flying in, they look
God,
absolute shit. Just PNG, like 4 frames a second PNGs just moving back and forth. Just shitty bird plugins that are just like, what
that's
what do you
fucking
do? It's
great.
like 2006 iMovie type
That's so
effects.
fucking good.
It's what do you know?
Dude, there's you hear about that conspiracy that some dumb fucks believe in? I mean, it could be true, but it's a conspiracy, you know. It's a theory, but
Yeah.
about fucking birds aren't real.
I
They're
thought
just
that's where
fucking
you're going.
robots.
And now I'm glad you don't know a lot about this, do you?
I do not. I know there was some guy who did like a big documentary about it, but I don't. I think it was for Vice. I think it was some guy about Vice. It was like a 30-minute video talking about this theory and stuff, and going to people or I don't know, theologists, I guess, who have studied this shit. I guess I don't know, but it's insane. I think I watched it one time too because I was curious because I heard about that in a podcast. So I think I checked it out, but I don't remember much about it. I know when I was watching, I was like, "This is fucking insane."
Well, I'm glad you know nothing about it because now I can enlighten you because I know.
Yeah, of course you know. You're the oh, all right, yeah.
So it is a conspiracy theory, but it started with a guy.
That's a joke?
I'll tell you right now, yes, it is 100% fake. The guy who started it started as a joke to point out.
That's right.
It's like a satire about how dumb conspiracy theories are. That you can convince people of something stupid as ridiculous.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
As the French would say, as it would say, late in French. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It was ridiculous theory. It's of course birds are fucking real. Of course
right.
They're not government spy drones. But you can say fucking anything, and someone dumb enough or high enough or a combination of both will believe it. And that's what it started as. And then you play this part like, oh yeah, just whatever the fuck, and then you go and shows it back. Yeah, no, this was fucking fake. But then some people are so have such
they want to believe it.
They
want
to a high degree of cognitive dissonance in the world, and they're part of that culture of people who just want something to belong to, and they've just been shunned from society. So they think this is what I can, assert, put my beliefs on, and
Well, it's like with anything. Like, look at the fucking flying spaghetti monster religion and shit.
Well, I think a lot of people realize that's it. I don't think that has really any true believers. But it's like with the fucking JFK and JFK
he's coming
Jr.
back.
Coming back. People
He's
fucking
coming
doubt
back.
So much. It's those same people who just don't have any just like thing to that
they want to belong to, like cults and shit.
Yeah.
That's why it's so big for fucking. That's why they get all the low life degenerates and shit who are too fucking stupid enough to be like, yeah, come with us. Give food, shelter. Just got to sell some drugs or kill somebody for us. But
then people have like forged documents or like looked back or done like this like
gangs
pseudo like whatever thing. But it's like, oh, back in like the 1940s or 18 whatever, there was this guy who was saying, and they make, I don't know if it's made up or it's just like irrelevant, and they're just kind of like doing like straw man or whatever, where it's like not exactly the entire truth, but there are people who legitimately believe it, and the guy who made it's like, yeah, no, it is just. But that is crazy. I had an original point I was going with somewhere.
I know.
I think it was just to explain that it's fake, but yeah.
No, I see where you're going with that. I'm getting the giggles because when you just get it so in depth with anything, I just think it's so funny.
I mean, I have strong opinions about nonsense that doesn't matter.
Clearly.
Yeah, very much so.
Fucking love it. It's great. I love it. Don't change that about you. That's so fucking funny.
I don't think I can even if I wanted to.
Not at this point.
That's just how this shit works up here.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You want double?
I was gonna ask earlier, but I completely forgot to ask. Yeah.
Not yet. Let's soak for a second.
Conspiracy theories are great. Like,
dude, yeah, fucking a lot of it's just sad to see when you have someone who's that intelligent enough, to come up with this idea, to even fathom it, to spread it onto people who are ridiculous and dumb enough to believe it. It's just, I think on that point, it's just like, what do you feel like the need of in your heart to manipulate people and do this? Because some of them do it because they know they're doing it because they could get away with it, but others do it for like a lot of like self-interest. Like, I can get these people to do shit for me, like bad shit.
Like
so
people who start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, why do like it's just insane that a lot of these people like have these kinds of thoughts when it comes to stuff like that.
It's because it is easy. Because there are a lot of stupid, crazy people out there who is like, yeah, I can just say this thing and have a grain of truth or somewhat, or just say it in this convincing way where they'll be like, yeah, that makes sense. The Jews do control the banks, and the Jews do control. It's like, it's like, why is, it's anything like that. You could just look for a couple like circumstantial things, or like you said, right, just made up bullshit, and they can convince a certain subset of people to actually believe it.
But you're telling me that the Jews actually don't run the bank?
Well, I mean, I don't know. See, that's everything. I don't know, but like there is a certain degree of truth to things. Like there might be a lot of like Jewish people who are at that high point in like Hollywood positions.
Yeah,
Or
but
but that's also maybe that's because they work there and that's like,
yeah,
and they worked to get there. Maybe it's not a global conspiracy. Maybe it's just a hardworking group of people who suffered greatly in Germany, and it's like trying to I don't know.
right.
I
I
don't.
understand where you're coming
Yeah,
from.
but maybe sometimes Sigmund Freud said it best. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
but that's just how a lot of people in general think
Yeah,
about
it's just
certain
stupid
things.
people
You
who are
know,
just like don't want to look deeper in things, or they just want something like we said
take
to
things at
believe
face
in.
value. You know, they don't want to
Exactly.
dive deep into it because they want to like that we've said before, like have the fixation and belief in this
That's
thing.
what I was gonna say. It's also a lot of times. I'll wait.
Hold on,
Yeah. Oh
I
wait.
can't hear you.
It's this goddamn hospital, man. These goddamn fucking dying people. Why do they have to die? Why can't they just stop it? Why can't they just get some help? But yeah, a lot of times it's because these people they have like really strong ties for one reason or another to a certain religious belief or political belief, and these
Right.
conspiracy theories or whatever coincide with those
Hey, how's it
beliefs
going?
together. And like a lot of super like far right like religious people, they want America to become like a religious autocracy or whatever the fucking right word is, where they want school and like religion and like school and the government to be like more heavily focused on the principles of religion. It's like that's exactly what we don't want. But they're so, like I said earlier, they have such a high degree of cognitive dissonance that they just can't. They're only thinking about themselves and their beliefs, and they believe that it's the right way because it's their belief, and they don't want to listen to other thoughts or whatever. And it goes along with. Did you see that dude who was he was like a political guy, and he was like, we have to eradicate transgenderism from society. Did you see
Wow,
that
who
guy?
was this? What's his name?
It was some fucking Republican
And
dude.
how can I get his number?
Exactly. Yeah, he was just going off and be like, yeah, this. He was like, whether he said if it basically diluted down to we have to remove transgenders from society, and a lot of people were just like saying his words verbatim what he said, and like which is basically that message, which is to remove it. And he was like, that's slander. You have to change what that's a bullshit. That's not what I said. So he changed it to he wants to remove transgenderism from society. Which I mean, but what does that mean? It means not. It means putting transgender people in their own bathrooms or not allowing
It's
them in certain
gold-covered shit,
institutions, them or segregation for them, which is basically eradicating them, removing them from society because you're pushing them out. Which is it's the same thing. It's just and then yeah, it's and a lot of people who are opposed to the idea or have the rational viewpoint of what does it matter to you? Why don't you just mind your business? What is it? Because they have
People
this.
always just gotta know.
Well, no, but they just have this crazy idea that like, oh, there's these drag fucking book reading things at libraries, or children are being exposed to drag shows, and it's like, well, that's a very separate. Like, how often is that happening? Not very at all. And if you think about it, how often are you seeing a transgender person just out walking around? I think it's like 1% of people, if not less than that. So statistically speaking, you're not seeing a lot of transgender people at all. So it's how much of an issue is it to your personal life that you have to have such a strong stance on it? And the truth is, it doesn't. But they just have, like I said, this cognitive dissonance where they believe it's an attack on their beliefs and society as a whole. It's like, you're so fucking stupid if you think society has some sort of like grand unified like fucking theory of laws and shit that hold together outside physics and shit, where we have to live in some sort of like religious type of society where we obey like what's written in the Bible. That's which again, we're in a fucking government where we don't want that, but that's just being lost of time because more and more people are being like, no, we have to come back to the foundations of religion and put that back in schools. And no, it's just extremism.
Yeah, it's extremism to another degree of it, man. Because it's just when people get that way, because when anything, if they're so high strung with their values and beliefs, and like you said, if it just goes against what they think, of course they're just gonna constantly attack it because they want to believe that they're right.
Exactly, and they don't have the ability to coexist or come to a consensus or just like a coexistive like agreement. They have to have their way.
Exactly. Their way or the highway.
because you're going to hell or you're ruining society. And it's like, that's
Jesus
fucking
said in
illogical.
Michael's 3:7.
Yeah, where in the Bible does it say anything about trans people? I fucking
Have you read the Old Testament?
I challenge anyone to find anything in the Bible where it mentions transgender people. Because it won't. It'll say something about like sins against man or when the man lies with another man, and that's they'll be fucking. And even then, that's fucking stupid because you're just being ridiculous. It's just fucking it's just hate mongering and hate speech for the sake of fucking for the fucking sake of exclusion from the other. That's why I'm agnostic atheist.
Yeah, I'm just agnostic, man. I admit at this point. I have a good sense of moral justice and like values that I think every person should have, and I live off that. And I don't want to say like blindly follow something because sure, like I'm like the same mindset of like, yeah, aliens are real. I could see that. God could be real. I could see it, but I mean, I've never.
I have a couple points. First of all, yeah, like faith. It's like, I don't know. Just a couple points. I want to go back. But that way, so right there, like, yeah, I think from a scientific and logical standpoint, aliens have a better chance of existing, which is aliens being another sentient or living life form in the entirety of the universe.
Right, of course.
I think that has a better chance of existing than some all-powerful creator who created the universe. One physical being. Well, not even physical, it's like one being. Which one of these seems to hold more weight? But also, like you said, like blind faith. It's like that's a lot of problem with religions. It's like, oh, you just have to have faith. It's like when you have questions, like, but how do you like scientists have like data for the Big Bang, like the expansion of this energy and whatever,
right,
and evolution and dinosaur shit. It's like, you just have to have faith. It's like, well, how there's something inherently wrong with that, and it's terrible that a lot of people don't see that. It's like, how can you call yourself like a free being with like rational thought, an intelligent being, but just like have this blind faith in something just because you like what because like there's how.
I don't know. There's the human mind, and everybody thinks differently. It's hard to come on an agreement with anything because that topic itself is just so fucking dense and like it's like pound cake.
Exactly. It's just you get in there, you take a bite. It's like, oh, this is a lot denser than I thought. I need some milk.
It's a lie. Hello. Cut it. No,
that's fine.
How far are we?
We've been going like 43 minutes. This says so.
Okay.
That's about how long.
So we still got some.
We got some time.
All right. Jesus.
But yeah,
I think this is the highest I've ever been on this fucking podcast.
Jesus. But yeah, it's we just need people.
No, it's good. I'm not that too high, but it feels good.
We need more people like Dr. Drew, and Dr. Drew gets a lot of flack because he preaches this thing called him and Christina Pajitsky,
right?
This thing called the Rational Revolution, which is just bringing back rationality to just like society in total. Because there's this, the pronouns are a thing now, and it's like, okay, it comes back to the transgender thing, which is okay, fine, do whatever you want, but it comes to a point where it's like you shouldn't identify as tooth self. You shouldn't. People on like TikTok and shit. But these are also like I think mentally unstable people who really do need some sort of professional help or to be on medication. If you're legitimately saying like, because you can find these.
I can imagine, of course.
It's like identify as a tooth or identify as a lizard or wolfkin or these types. It's like that's you can identify as they, them, whatever. But it comes like Z, Zer, and all this, and just like it's like there's this one video of this like girl being like, oh, here's some names for like your parents or grandparents that are non-binary. They're like mop or mappy. It's like, that's too much. You're going to, and then there's also a degree of people who are transgender, where like they want to go by they, them, or they're go by a different gender than what they're perceived by, and they get angry when you get it wrong. Even if you don't know, it's like if you call it, if they're like presenting whatever, it's like, oh, it's she, her. It's like, I'm they, them. And it's like, well, how am I supposed to fucking know? Or if you haven't known them for long, you see them like a second or third time, it's like, oh, I'm gonna fuck it up. Don't get all uppity and angry. It's like, because you're making new rules that I now have to follow. And it's like, oh, well, give me a fucking adjustment period, which because people make mistakes. I don't think it's a lot of people who identify separately, but there are like anything, there's extremists who, if you don't gender them properly, they will get angry. It's like that's an attack on me and my identity. When in reality, it's just no, I just don't know because that's not part of my everyday fucking interaction. So give me fucking Just allow me to fuck up because I'm human, you know?
Yeah, but a lot of people are just assholes.
Exactly.
You know, that's ultimately not ultimately what it comes down to. It's part of it. You know, a lot of people are just fucking assholes and
Exactly.
just
And
stuck up.
self-assertive. And that's where it comes back to being rational.
Exactly. What always comes back to rationality. That's how it should be.
Exactly.
You know, like you said, Dr. Drew does get a lot of flack for that, and I read about it a lot. Like some of the things that he says, you know, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's all, you know, it's not. It makes sense, you know.
Exactly. And it's another thing that a lot of your mom's house, like Christine P and Tom Segura, they get a lot of flack for like being like
What is it? What's the word? It's
rich.
No, well, besides that.
I
Oh
don't know.
yeah, but I mean,
But yeah, they get a lot of flack because they'll talk about shit like Tom and Bert, like it's like or during their birthdays they'll get each other extravagant gifts. Like Bert got Tom like wave runners for his birthday. It's like
right.
Bert got Tom a race car, and it's like, oh, you're good job sticking to your audience, like all of us normal everyday working people. It's like, well, why are you getting mad at someone else's success?
Exactly.
It's like don't be mad because you're getting mad because they chose a field and they were successful in it and worked for years and years to get what they are, and now they're just making fun of it.
They're just
They're
jealous.
just fucking around. Yeah, it's just like they don't want to see other people's success when they're down on their luck because they can't pay their rent. It's like there is no. I was gonna say there's some legitimacy to it, but there's not really.
There's a great quote, and I think I'm gonna mess it up, but criticism is just someone's failed something. Criticism is just someone's failed potential, like when they criticize or stuff like that. Because like it's a good point. Because Chris DiStefano, he was talking about it on Joe Rogan's podcast. How he you know, he has glasses now that he flaunts here now. Them nice shades, really good shades, and he has a nice watch. Because he was thinking about getting a watch, but he didn't want to spend money, you know. But he bit down on the bullet, and he talked to, I think, his accountant or something. He's like, because he's never done it before. And so he did it. He bought a nice watch, and he liked the glasses that he wants to interchange between his outfits.
Because everyone wants to do nice things for themselves
Exactly.
sometimes, because why wouldn't you?
But then everybody else in some of his audience get mad because he's just like, oh, what are you doing? Like, you're breaking, like how you said, like, you broke how we were.
I can't connect to you anymore. It's like, well, that's your fucking fault.
And
why are
he's
you
still
doing
donating
this
to charity,
codependency on
and he's
me?
still donating to charities and shit too. But people are just like, oh, because they're just fucking jealous.
But he looks like a rich boy. It's like,
because they're just fucking jealous.
Exactly.
Like I say, like, man, and whatever you're doing, if you work for your ass off, you get to the point where like you're so fucking successful and shit, you can spoil yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, like obviously the important things like are good things to spend on, like a house, you know, a car.
Don't let it overcome you. Just be
No.
that and go all out and then come out like, yeah, I'm hot shit. Look at me, because then that's legitimate. Like, look at this fucking asshole.
That's a legit asshole.
But if you just have like, oh yeah, I just want a nice watch or whatever, and you're still just like in whatever, and you're not. It's like, why get mad at that?
Exactly. Personally, for me too, if I ever got to that point, like I'm not like I don't ever want to buy a watch. Like, you know, I would spend money on other things like that I would like instruments. I would go deep into like spend good money on instruments and stuff like that because I find that thing to be important to me. You know, that's why even a lot of simple folks and everything, like regular guys, you know, they have like really nice things that they have.
Exactly.
But everything else isn't like, you know, too great. But they have like either a nice guitar or fucking like a nice piece of like a nice watch or something like that they deem as nice because they thought in their mind that like, yeah, it was right. That I wanted to spend that amount on this thing because I liked it. You know, but nobody else said jack shit around it. You show your friends and stuff like, oh, this is a cool watch and everything. But if you're at that point where you're fucking successful as shit and like, oh, look at this fucking asshole wearing this fucking Rolex and other fucking
if you're
Forest,
it.
well, I can't remember that other brand, Forest something.
Who knows?
It was good.
Yeah, but so it is also nice to have someone like
Edmund. I think that was the one I was thinking of. I can't remember other fancy watch brand.
But it's nice to have someone like Gabriel Iglesias, who is like a lot really approachable and just relatable. Like comic, he's super successful. He's another person who's fucking richer than God. He's probably on the same level as Tom Segura, but he doesn't have a podcast with Bert, whatever. He doesn't, you know, he puts off like a more like
Mexican.
It's exactly like neighborly aura where he doesn't have all the, you know, he's not buying race cars and getting wave runners. So, and that's why a lot of people, he's like a lot more like more like a people's comic, or people don't get mad at him for like having a bunch of money, but it's because he puts on that air. But still, it's
But he still, he still buys like all those Volkswagens that he likes. He has a whole like warehouse full of them, like the little
exactly,
bus
and
things,
that's
like
like
because he likes
passions, and he's
doing
like
it.
flaunting. But
Yeah.
it's
But like you deserve to like do things like that for yourself.
it
You
all
can still come off as like a person. They're like, I don't want to like, I don't want to flex or anything. I just do these things because I like to do
Yeah.
it.
It all comes back to the perceiver, and it comes back to stoicism as well, Marcus Aurelius. And you can't control almost anything in the world. The world, when your experiences and when you're living, it's like 99.5% out of your control. You can't control shit. But you can control to some degree yourself, how you react, how you act, and how you think about things. So you shouldn't, if you see someone like that, like Tom Segura Burt talking about like, God, they're fucking race cars and shit, realize that they've worked to get to this point, what they've done to get there, and that their friends are just bullshitting with each other, and also that they've had this money because they've worked to get it. And also, even if you're still feeling like that, like anger, like jealousy, whatever, self-reflect and realize, why am I feeling that way? Oh, is it because I'm living paycheck to paycheck and barely pay my rent? Maybe it's, instead of being angry at these people who are successful and work for what they got, maybe I should buckle down a little bit more and start, and that's kind of a shitty thing to say. That's what everyone says. And, it's circumstances different from everyone, but what else are you going to do? What solution do you want? The solution is to just work as hard as you can. Even if you're working as hard as you can, well, then just keep doing it.
That's all it really can do when you get to that certain point in your life. You just find something that you really want to be passionate about and just go for it. And a lot of people just don't do that. And then they just like have a job that they hate all the time, that it pays fine to get by, and then they end up fucking working at the same place for like 15, 30 years. Yeah. They fucking hate themselves, and then there's the type of people that fucking, it's fucking...
Yeah. Also, take chances. A lot of people take chances. You get too complacent. You get too scared. It's like, yeah, you got to take chances on shit sometimes.
At least try.
Exactly.
Like shit.
Like going up and doing fucking stand-up comedy. You think what I think of is like when I'm nervous shit going up, it's like a lot of these other people, most of these other people here, they're not doing it. They don't write material. They're not doing, just by virtue of going up there. Except
it takes balls.
Except
to do
maybe
anything.
that one guy. Everyone else who goes up there, it's like they're
that fat ass who fucking wore. Oh, God.
It's, I mean, he gets too drunk or whatever he's doing before getting up there, and then it's just downhill from there. Whatever his step one of his process is, that has to change. It is not working out.
But hey, I mean, maybe if he actually keeps going, he could actually maybe get better. You never know.
Yeah,
you never know.
But sometimes you can't. If you go on this, if you keep redoing the same shit over and over, it's like you'll get better at doing that. But if you want to really branch off and get overall better, sometimes more aspects have to change. You got to do other.
Oh yeah, but I mean, we're not pros,
I know, but even you can still see, even if someone who doesn't play any instrument, they can listen to a song and be like, this sounds like shit. These people are fucking ass. You can tell when someone's not there. You can.
Well, yeah, but when it's obvious, yeah.
Exactly, which sometimes it is.
I know,
something's got.
I'm not trying not to be a dick, but
yeah. But you're not being. You just got to be honest and straightforward.
I know, but I mean, I'll be if he asks me for he's like, "What'd you think?" But I'll be like, "Oh," then at that point I would be honest. But
exactly. But here, speaking to the public, Sunshine, we can be honest. Like we gotta.
Well, I know he fucking sucks. So, he's got to fix it. I get it, but shit, I'm not good. I'm not good either.
Exactly, but you can still recognize and so you're better than that. And even from your point, you would have advice, but
well, I know I'm better than that. But
exactly.
That's but. Not, and but if I say that, okay, fucking asshole.
Yeah. But no, he would ask if he asked.
Right.
Because that's come back to the flaunting thing, where it's like someone showing off their money. If they go off and it's like, you should do this instead, or if they start giving unnecessary advice, or just doing whatever, and it's like pushing themselves onto others and being ostentatious. Like that's
because guys who give out advice could sometimes be those guys who just fucking suck. Like fucking a lot of the people. Well, yeah, a lot of people when they go, they're fucking already family of the fucking owners and shit. So
exactly.
Even if they're not that fucking funny, they're still be like,
yeah. That's
Jesus. Like this, God, that one bitch who just wouldn't shut up at fucking laughing at everybody. I'm like, all right, come on.
Well,
lady.
she was just trying to be. I think she was just trying to be courteous.
Okay, but Jesus.
Yeah, but still, it's like
too,
not everyone deserves a laugh.
No.
Not everyone deserves a laugh.
Jesus.
And the one fucking guy, it's like, all right, just because you fucking work there, that's what you get. It's always
Yeah, I
laughing at.
guess,
It's like
yeah.
so jokes.
Yeah, the
It's like,
fucking gayest
all
name I've ever heard.
right. It's probably a stage name, but
Yeah.
pick a better one. No, it's not even good. But
Right.
who are we to judge?
Oh, you know who
You're
I'm talking.
big
You
C's.
know, no, I don't. I go by my actual name. I'm putting my
Exactly.
nickname up there.
Yeah,
People
but-
just end up calling me C's anyways if they
Yeah,
don't know
exactly.
my nickname. But I'm not going up there. I'm not gonna
Yes.
do it. That's especially if you get myself the gayest fucking name ever. Jesus Christ,
Not even that. It's just like why? It's not even.
it's cringy.
It's like a stripper name. It's like
Exactly.
like a
Yeah. What are you? Is
stripper.
that your porn name too?
Yeah.
It's my stage name for fucking porn and
Like, oh
comedy.
God. It's like no, that's you need a better one.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There's a lot of comedians who have stage names. Like I can't think of them off the top of my head, but they pick like good ones.
Yeah, like Joey Coco Diaz. That's
Yeah.
good. Like
Or when they or Dice Clay.
Dice
I
Clay.
think that's
Yeah.
his name. Say Andrew Dice Clay. I don't know if that's his real name or whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of people.
Fucking
Even actors too. Who knows?
Exactly. It's just
Hey man,
I don't know, I think personality
It's
is-
like we said earlier. Some people are just assholes, and
yeah.
not even in a mean way, just their own
No,
special way.
you're right.
They just act
I
certain
know.
or have or just
And well,
but we're assholes too.
that's why we're clueless.
Exactly, clueless assholes.
Nick, let's get some music recommendations to end this thing off strong. What do you want to
All right.
recommend?
Speaking of assholes, check out this song by this ska band, Real Big Fish. They're like the penultimate ska band. If you say ska, anyone who knows the word ska knows Real Big Fish. It's like it's real basic, but
Right.
whatever. I'm a basic ska fan. Fuck you. If you listen to ska, this is the band Real Big Fish. Their song, "Everyone Else Is an Asshole," which is kind of just what we were talking about just now. How just everyone else is an asshole. Yeah.
You're not fucking wrong about that.
Exactly.
Oh man, all right. If we're going off that topic, you want to listen to some dirtbag music? I'd say
Dirtbag. What the fuck does that mean? It's
No.
two words you put together.
dirtbag.
Oh, they said dirt back.
No,
Like outback, but dirt.
No,
What the
dirt-
fuck does that mean?
dirtbag.
All right, dirtbag. Okay, scumbag. Right.
Yeah, no, well, it's not scumbag. I'm just
Shitbag,
saying it's
sleaze bag.
I don't know, dude.
All
Fucking
right.
listen to Sublime. I love Sublime.
Yeah,
It's
it's
fucking
right.
great. I seen it there.
Break me that yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
ain't got no wit.
No, I'm not. That's basic Sublime. I'm
Yeah,
telling.
it's
I'm telling.
fucking
You gotta
stone
listen
music.
to their second album. I can't remember it for the life of me, but it's so fucking good.
Whatever it is, I'll put it up here. Their second album.
Yeah, fucking great. Can't remember it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking with us. If you made it to the
That's
end
not
of this.
dirtbag music.
No, that's why I said it was a joke. I was kidding.
Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
that's not dirt. I know. I'm high. I gotta get off this thing before I say
Jesus,
something
sorry.
even worse. But yeah, like guys, thanks for hanging with us to the end of the video. If
I
you
hope,
like,
this, I hope this audio was to shit.
no, we'll find out.
We
I'll
will
find
certainly
out.
find out in a little bit.
Thank you so much, guys. We love you.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
We'd love you more if you
Subscribe.
subscribed. Yeah.
Please, for the love of God, you fucks.
And like and comment. Do all those good things. Follow us on the things in the description.
Down below in the in the description.
Watch these videos.
Please.
Do it. Now.